Hey guys, how is it going? Welcome back to another video. All right, guys. So, in today's video, we are going to take a look at the complete guide for another gold damage dealer. And guess who the character is? It is Multiverse Armored Supergirl. Yes, guys. So Multiverse Armored Supergirl, she can be used in a lot of different ways. So we're going to take a look at that complete guide, which includes the build. Not exactly the exact stats. I'm not going to give it to you, but I'm going to show you the exact build, how you need to build her, and I'm going to show you the stats, the gameplay. Not exactly going to play it, but I'm going to give you a decent idea about how to use her when you're fighting with her in a fight. And then we're going to take a look at the passives and and then all the other things that she's useful for. All right, guys. So before we proceed, I just wanted to let you know that if you're new to the channel and if you're watching this video for the first time, I would like to ask you to please hit the subscribe button and click on the bell notification for further updates on videos just like this. All right, guys. So first up are going to be the passives. All right, guys. Passive abilities is like probably the most important part of a character. It gives us a very clear view if this particular character is going to be a good character or a bad character. Okay. Now let's start off with the passive. Passive number one is +1 starting power bar per multiverse teammates and multiverse opponents. So let's say if you're fighting in the arena, you have three multiverse characters in your team and three multiverse characters in the opponent's team, which means that you will have six additional starting power bars. Okay, and let's say if you only have three opponents, three characters in your team, and no multiverse characters in the opponent's team, then obviously you'll have only three power bars in the beginning of the battle. All right, that was kind of easy to understand. So plus 25% power generation per might opponent. Okay, not the characters in your team, but the might opponents. All right. So let's say you have King, Superman, and Wonder Woman. All of them are might heroes. So your power generation will be increased by 25%. Again, not that difficult to understand. Interruption. This is one passive which helps a lot, especially when opponents are doing I'm sorry, not a super, more special attack. All right. So what happens is when you are using a different character and it has to be a multiverse character, any other character, if you're using it, this trick won't work. So on tag in from a multiverse teammate, Supergirl lands an unblockable attack that can interrupt specials, and if she interrupts, she immediately gains power bars, which is four power bars. There we go. So all these passives are actually very important when it comes to arena and even champions arena. And now let's take a look at their specials. All right, guys, specials become relevant in both solo raids arena and champions arena. So take a look at this. So special one applies a burning effect, and there we go. Uh, s- uh, plus 40% damage for special one to might opponents. So just an increased damage to might opponents, plus 30.65 seconds of burning. Now burning helps a lot. It reduces enemies' defenses. So there we go. Applies a burning effect, halving current defenses of the active opponent. Multiverse crit attacks cannot be resisted by burning opponents. Special one inflicts bonus damage to might opponents, as we just read over here. So this is another thing which multiverse crit attacks cannot be resisted, which means that multiverse, all the critical attacks that we do on a burning opponent will not be resisted by the opponent. That's simple as that. Plus, special one inflicts additional damage to might opponent. So that was all about increasing the damage. Now, this is all about defense. That's special two, suit up. So, what it says is, let me just upgrade this now. It gives you 25.65 seconds of crit immunity for multiverse teammates, not for anyone else, but only multiverse teammates. Bonus 7 seconds per multiverse teammate. So let's say if you have two multiverse teammates, which means you will get 14 seconds extra in this timer. Then 30% defense buff for multiverse teammates for 34.91 second plus 10% bonus defense per multiverse teammates. So which means it will give you 20% if you have two more teammates, which is obviously that's simple to understand. Buffs multiverse teammates with critical immunity and increased defense. So let's say if you're fighting against a really high threat or a high damage dealing opponent in the arena or even in the solo range, you can just land multiverse Supergirl in the fight, do a special two, which will basically increase the defense for and resistance, crit resistance for your entire multiverse team. All right, guys. Now, special three, equally important, because this is where a lot of your damage will be done on the special three. Now, 40% extra damage for special 3 to burning opponent. So make sure that if you're, let's say, if you're fighting against the league raids and you're fighting, most probably you will fight against Captain Cold in the league raids. And when you're fighting against Captain Cold, make sure that you burn him first and then you basically tag in, basically you tag out, you do some combos with the Flash, then you tag in Multiverse Armored Supergirl and you do a special 3 on burning Captain Cold, which will give you 40% extra damage. All right. Now, what we also get over here is a 39 point, almost 40% of reflect immunity for multiverse teammates. So let's say if your opponent is Grodd or Wonder Woman, or basically they're having some sort of super shield that you're using on you. So you will get an immunity for that for at least 39.91 seconds in the fight. And that gets activated when you only do a special 3. All right. And then 80% crit damage buff and 25% crit chance buff for 35.65 seconds for multiverse teammates, which means increased crit damage. As simple as that. And chance as well. And then bonus 2% crit damage and plus 1 crit chance per combo meter hit. So one combo meter gives you 2% crit damage and 1% crit chance. So let's say if you're having a 40 combo meter, which means you will get 80% crit damage extra and let's say 40% crit chance per combo meter. All right. So if your combo meter is on 40 hits. All right, guys. Now this is exactly what we read. I'm not going to read that again. So Let's now jump into here. So now, as you can see, I haven't maxed out critical attack damage. I haven't maxed out critical attack chance because you don't need them. There is, if basically, if you have played with this character before and if you have played with a full team, so usually how the team works is that you need to have this character as your damage dealer, Multiverse Armored Supergirl, and then you need to have Multiverse the Flash, which will give you additional critical attack damage. All right. And then you need to either put in Multiverse Supergirl or Multiverse Green Arrow. It's your choice. Multiverse Supergirl will increase the defense of your entire multiverse team. And if you're using Green Arrow, then I think the good thing that will happen is that you can power drain the opponents on a special one. So yeah, you just have to think about it. So let's say if in case your multiverse Supergirl is strong, then you can go with the Green Arrow. If you're just like kind of lagging behind, then you can go with Supergirl, so that you get extra defense. And as far as the build is concerned, she is completely built on attack. No need to add critical attack damage, no need to add critical attack chance or anything else over here. Not even fast attack. All right. And everything should be attack. Now, as far as the talents are concerned, there are some things that you can work around over here. You can add some CADs and CACs over here, but nothing should be added on the gears. Okay. And let me just take you to the gears section over here real quick. Now, the gears are not yet maxed out completely. But take a look at this. 3 attacks, 6 attacks, 9 attack. Okay, this is a common one which I may have to reroll. Again, a common one which makes it 12 attacks. And finally, 15 attacks. So this is what we need. Only attack. All right, because CAD is provided to her by Multiverse the Flash. Critical attack damage and crit chance. All right, guys. Now, as far as we all know, the teammates are pretty simple and pretty clear. You need to team her up with only multiverse teammates, even if it's Captain Cold or anyone else. But make sure that you have multiverse the Flash with her because multiverse the Flash will be the main combo builder, and he will also give additional crit damage to multiverse armored Supergirl. And yeah, as far as the other aspects of this particular characters is concerned, like the artifacts, so what I usually do is when I'm playing in the league rates, I usually go with multiverse armored Supergirl with all blades, and then I put multiverse the Flash with dark metal card, so that when the opponent is in the corner, you can tag in the Flash and do the combos. And in the meantime, when the when the basic hits are done, you tag in multiverse armored Supergirl, you do the a few basic hits, and then you do a special 3. So what happens is, even if you're fighting against Captain Cold or any other boss or sub boss, which is immune to crit, immune to critical attack damage, then you can still do the damage with DMC on Flash, and then obviously all blades will increase that particular damage. You can also, if you don't have all blades or if you don't have dark metal cards, you can also try using where is it? I'm sorry, Crown of Kandak. It may not increase the damage by a lot, but yes, let's say if you have it, it will be also good enough to use. If you're not really a big fan of all blades, you can go with this particular artifact as well. Zatanna's puppet, again, you can use Zatanna's puppet, but then when we're not really sure that what level your Zatanna's puppet will be, so I would suggest to avoid this. But yeah, if you want to experiment or something like that, then you can definitely go with Zatanna's puppet too. But I haven't never really tried that before. And let's say if you don't have anything else, if you just have these Azure artifacts, just go with Claws of Horus or the All Blades. As simple as that. All right. All right, guys. So no need to use any fancy stuff over here like Sharp Sight or Nora Snow Globe or anything like that, because they're not going to help you at all. All right, guys. So yeah, those were the artifacts that you can use. If you guys have any questions, any doubts about this particular video, do let me know down in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to answer it to you. All right, guys. So thank you for your time. You guys have a great day. Take care and have a good one, guys. Bye bye.